This is episode 348 of the Cultra Trail Running Podcast.
From the belly of the Beast Coast, Glastonbury, Connecticut, this is the Cultra Trail Running Podcast. We talk about all the fun shit that happens on the trails that most normal people don't care about. The language we use is fucking explicit and raw like the trails we run on, so don't listen with your kids! Cultra is brought to you by our Patreons and supporters, and we are 112% listener supported, and support is good.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Cultra Trail Running Podcast. I'm your host, Art Byram, and I am joined today by a member of the Cultra crew, have Fred Marolo.
I'm here.
All right. How
I'm
you doing?
distracted, but I'm here.
You're distracted.
Yeah.
What are you distracted by, Fred?
This Norwegian dude.
Which, you have a Norwegian dude distracting you, Fred?
Yes.
That sounds a little weird. Just saying.
You know, everybody's got their thing, Art.
Okay. All right. So what is it that is distracting?
He's on my phone.
He is.
He's wearing some tight red clothing.
I can see the attraction immediately.
Very good looking man.
Okay.
He's got a number 1 on the front, and he's running uphill at between 10 and 11 miles an hour on cross country skis.
Wow. Huh. Is this is just in the cross country in the event, right?
Yeah, it's one of the events.
What event, what event he was doing that pace at? Is that like a sprint or something? I would assume.
I do not know, but I did watch the 10K event, and he was in a group of 4 for it was 5 loops, and he was in a group of 4 for 4.5 loops, and then on the last hill he just dropped everybody and won by like a couple hundred yards.
Huh. Jeez. Yeah, it's pretty amazing watching some of that stuff. And maybe we'll talk about that a little bit. I don't want to ignore our guest today, which I mean is a little bit kind of par for the course, but I'm going to try to turn over a new leaf here. So joining us today is Ryan Danby. Welcome, Ryan.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So Ryan's no stranger to the culture world. I guess in 2023, you ran the Cut 112, right?
Yes, I attempted to.
You attempted to. Okay. All right. Yeah. That doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a good person makes Shadow Bear happy. So, that's great. And then this weekend, you ran the Frozen Heart 900, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Very good. So I think before we get, I definitely want to talk about that because that's, one of the kind of low key events that was going on this weekend. And, but there's some other things I'd like to just touch on first. A little bit of current events. I guess like to start off with, maybe I'll just talk about the Real King of Pain. That was on Sunday. And I know Saturday was pretty damn cold, right?
It was like a little warm up or cold up for Sunday, right?
Yes.
A cool down.
Yeah. Yeah. So that Sunday wouldn't seem that bad because it's only like 10 degrees colder.
Right. Yes. It was, it was like it was like one step down the staircase.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
What was the temperature? What time did you start on Saturday?
At 7 a.m.
7 a.m. Okay. And do you know about what the temperature was there?
I think it might have started at 20.
Oh, okay. That's like
then,
the fucking summer. Why are we talking?
It was a heat wave. I know, right?
I believe there was a pretty good wind going on Saturday, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. And I think it was in your face no matter where you were facing.
Oh,
pretty much.
Geez. Yeah, that is something with the wind kind of adds a lot of fun to everything, right?
Oh yeah.
Boy. But let's talk about the Real King of Pain. So I have to say, leading up to this, I've been talking to people about that. That's tied in with the King of Pain, which is the King of Pain is a road race in Glastonbury, 10-mile road race. Has about 1,000 foot of climb, including a Belltown Hill, which is its high point, and it kind of goes through Glastonbury and picks out probably the hardest hills in Glastonbury, short of my driveway. we got slighted on this. My technical driveway got left out of the course, but
That would be so cool if they did put your driveway in.
they did. But then, I mean, we got to be. You can't be that mean to people, Fred.
They could put a little cone down by the garage and everybody would just have to go down and put back up.
They could try, yes. They could try. But yeah, that would be pretty tough. So going to the I drove to the King of Pain to meet the group there at guess we met at like 8:45 or something like that. And I went there with the intent of trying to talk everybody out of it. And I know that sounds, I wrote a big email on Saturday, like, just like frostbite is forever. And like, let's, live to run this another day. And, let's not do anything stupid, because I was thinking like, part of this 10-mile run that we do is there's at least 2 stream crossings during this course. And like, it's easy enough to dress up for 0-degree weather, but when you throw a thigh deep stream crossing in the middle of this thing, it's hard. There's no book on how to really do that, except I think throwing bear grease on your legs, right? If you slather with some kind of Vaseline or something like that, that might be the way to go. But there's really not a good way to get around that, I don't think, besides just sucking it up. But I don't know, when it gets that cold, like I haven't done that a lot. Like most people do a polar plunge, and you know what? They go in, they hop out, they put on their bathrobe or whatever, and then go on their way. But this, you would have to, you dunk yourself and then have to run another 4 miles up to the top of a hill, and then hang out for a half an hour, 45 minutes, and then run back down and repeat it. So it was a lot to ask. And I was just thinking like, you know what, I better at least give these people a good out. So I offered to buy everybody breakfast, and nobody took me up on the offer. So, but we had Alex Brown, Besic, and Bill Gibbs each did the real King of Pain. And I was really concerned, obviously about the water crossing. But as it turns out, somehow Roaring Brook froze solid. Like they ended up walking across it, which was a good, it was a good thing.
Oh yeah, their clothes would have been like rigid with having frozen and stuff if they walked in there. Your feet would get so cold on a day like Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had problems with that, I have to say. Like most of the time that I've gone in, I don't know if I've gone in at 0 degrees, like, jumped in water at 0 degrees, but I know I've been like 10 degrees or something like that, 10 degrees, maybe 8 or something like that. And I was kind of surprised how, your feet drain out. And, luckily with this, you have a big hill right after, you climb, I think 800 feet in the next mile or something like that. So it's pretty steep right after that as they go up the power lines. But they didn't have to deal with that. So, which was good news and bad news. The good news is they didn't have to deal with it. The bad news is they're all disqualified. So, so they don't get, I don't know if it counts in the official record book, but still it was a good effort anyway on all of their parts. Also saw Josh and Shan Riggs up at the top of Belltown. I went up there to hang out and hand out hot chocolate or water or whatever. We didn't have usually we gave out freeze pops at the top. That was what we usually used to hand out. So didn't do that. And then running saw Mark Kelly and Tony D both ran. And Mark ran in shorts, which was a special, that was a special approach. So couldn't quite do couldn't do tights, and then I guess the other event that was going on was the Frozen Snot in Pennsylvania. That was an 8.3 mile run and a like kind of a long half marathon. That's in Pennsylvania. It's known as the hardest the hardest half trail marathon in the Northeast, according to Ian Golden. So when he
And he
rated,
knows.
he
Ian knows
does,
things.
he does, he does. So, um, so I think Anna G ran that, um, which is pretty cool. Um, so I think we'll have her probably come back and talk about that some more in the future. And let's see. And then there were some other things I just want to mention really quick. There's been like, as you know, Cultra bought a new northern headquarters in Loon Mountain in Lincoln. And obviously that shook up the trail running world a lot, because what happened was Marathon Sports, who has their store in Glastonbury, covered our move by buying some races up in New Hampshire. They purchased a group that's called 603 in New Hampshire. They have let's see, Dixon's Revenge, Kismet, Cliff Run, the Loon Mountain Race. I know that we've talked about the Loon Mountain Race on this show. Ragged 75 Stage Race and 50K, Son of Peace Scramble, Vulcan's Fury, and Cranmore Mountain Race. I guess that's a Cranmore Hill Climb too. So, so they've taken over all of those races, and it's interesting. There's like they've also brought some prize money to the whole thing. So just in those trail races in New Hampshire that they bought, they're going to be offering a combined, I think it's $100,000 that they're putting into trail races, for elite wins there. So Ryan, like, get training, baby. This is your time. Okay, it's coming up. So
Awesome.
we'll be watching you there. So there's so I think that there's just a question in the trail community of and it just brings up, everybody hates change, right? So there's a question as to whether this is going to change the nature, bringing that kind of money into the race as far as prizes. Is it going to change the feel to the race? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't think it's either. I think it's probably both. My hot take on it is that maybe this will help some of our elite runners who, quite often we have elite runners who start to rise up in the ranks and then feel the need to move out west because there's, even though they like everything in the East, they just don't have the support here to get, to make their living and to make their mark. So this is going to be bringing people into, more people from the West Coast here. So, I think that's probably a good thing. Is it going to change the character of those races? And were some of those races that people considered to be, their little community, and is it no longer going to be like that? Yeah, I think I'd probably, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably the case, and things are going to change, so, or maybe they won't. I don't really know. So,
well, to quote the anonymous contributor to this that was on our discussion today, it ups the competition vibe versus the community vibe. And I think that that's true. It kind of has to if there's money there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing, like, you can go to New York Marathon, right? And that's a competitive marathon, I would think, right? And there's nice prize money, but it's also the people's marathon, right? So you can run a 6-hour marathon at New York, or
Yeah, but there are 20,000 people there. It's not the same as a trail
20,000.
race with 100 people.
No, that's true. Yeah, there's more than 20,000. I think
I
there's
was going to say
50,000.
20,000. I'm talking like 40 years ago when I
In
ran it.
1978, yes, Fred, you're right. There were.
I did literally run it in 78.
I know you did.
Yeah.
um, so I don't know. Well, I kind of want to talk about that. It's an interesting thing, the balance between um, being popular versus how to a lot of these races might not survive, if they were kept smaller, for various reasons, so um we'll kind of see. I think I kind of want to think about it and talk about it some more. And I don't pretend to have any extensive in-depth knowledge to any of those races except Loon Mountain, because it's across the street from our new headquarters. I can watch it from our headquarters window. Um, and just to clarify too, we're not getting rid of the Glastonbury headquarters either. So if anybody was, a lot of people said, "Hey, I heard you moved to Loon, or to New Hampshire," and I have not. So that's just a place to go and hang out.
So people can still go to Glastonbury to heckle art if
they can.
if they,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. If they can get down the driveway.
Yeah. They can do it from the street art.
They can. Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. So let's see. And then in a counter move though, here's the way that things work though, because it took a lot for Marathon Sports, I think, to make the move to New Hampshire like that. So what they did was they got rid of their Glastonbury store. The Marathon Sports, they sold off their store in Glastonbury, and it's now a Fleet Feet store.
What? It's a what store?
Fleet Feet.
Fleet Feet. Okay.
Yes.
So they have one in West Hartford and in Glastonbury now?
They do. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So in 2023, I think it was, Fernanda and David Jacobs bought the Fleet Feet from Deb, who was there for quite a while. So and now they're adding this additional store to the Fleet Feet group. So again, there you go, right? Like I know the people that worked in the store, and my understanding is that some of them aren't there, and I feel bad about that. But I also know the people over at Fleet Feet, in the past, and that's just an amazing amazing job they've done with Fleet Feet in West Hartford too. So it might be pretty cool to have Glastonbury explode like that as well. I mean, it's still the belly of the Beast Coast, but give it a little bit more, if that had a little bit more pop out of the store, there were more things going on there. I have to say, I'd kind of like that,
Didn't you used to help out there sometimes?
Yeah, in the
Glastonbury Marathon Sports Store.
Yes, yeah, I would go there and kind of hang out, and they were they were very nice, so I don't know what else to say about that. I kind of found that out today. I was going there to try to find out some details about them buying the New Hampshire stuff, right? I was going to pop in and talk to them. I parked my car and I got out and I looked up and I was like, what the fuck, Fleet Feet? So it's a lot going on. I've been kind of out of it with the broken, with the shoulder replacement and physical therapy and not running and all that shit. So I go there and the stores change names. Everybody's gone. So I don't know. I mean, maybe there are still some people working there. I don't know that I know, but I got a good chance. I had a nice talk with David Jacobs, who's the new owner. He happened to stop by the store, so I spoke to him for quite a bit too. So he seems like a really nice guy, and I'm sure they're going to do a really good job there. So I don't know. I think that's about it for the current events here. And then I guess the other thing is the Olympics. Have you guys been watching the Olympics at all? I know a little bit, Fred, right? But
That Norwegian guy, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Ryan, have you watched the Olympics much or no?
Here and there. Actually, yesterday the Olympics were on in the background while
Hmm.
or sorry, yeah, this weekend when we were running, they were on in the background.
Okay.
So we were catching some snowboarding. There was some ice skating,
Mm.
and then around lunch today, I actually caught some of the waves of the cross country skiing. So that was cool. They were flying.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, that does seem cool. They're not doing any of that with skins, right? They're not like skinning up the hills, right? They're just, I guess they're just waxing. They just are.
I think they may use waxless skis now in the highest level of cross country.
Okay. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. That's what I use myself. So, but I'm not exactly what you would call the highest level. My skis are like 20 years old. They're collector's items for real. The Fisher Revolution. They're short. When skating just they were just starting the skating, changes. So mine are kind of short, which is nice. So, um, but what else? I saw. I don't know. I usually the figure skating just like bothers me for whatever reason. I don't know. But my wife and I started watching the dancing last night. It was actually pretty good, I gotta say.
The
So
dancing is kind of amazing. Yeah.
yeah, it was. It was. Um, so do you think the US is getting robbed on you think like everybody fucking hates us now and they're not giving us good marks or what?
I don't know. The figure skating team won the team gold medal in the
Oh, did
first.
they?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
well. There goes that argument. They could still hate us, but not deny us, right?
Yeah, there you go.
So the dancing one though, when they finished, I thought for sure, and I'm probably biased, but I looked at that and said, okay, this team definitely won, right?
I didn't stay till the end. I cut
Yeah,
out who won.
yeah. And then I was watching, and then when they get their marks, they react, and they were fine, but then their coach just gave a look like kind of tilted his head like, really? Are you fucking kidding me? They were the best. Are you kidding me? He didn't say anything or anything, but that's kind of what we thought he was thinking. So I don't know. I had that, and then in other news, in other political, non-political news, I had snowshoes that had a defect in them, and I contacted a Canadian company um, for the replacement of the part, and they said, yeah, we'll do it, even though I didn't have a receipt, I didn't have anything like that. They were going to send me the part, and then they said, oh, you're in the US. No, there's too much expense with customs and this and that and the other thing. So I'm sorry, even though we said we were going to do it, we can't do that. So I got a little fucked today by the whole situation. The shit's getting real now. So um so
Maybe you could drive to Canada and get the part.
yeah. Yeah, I thought of that. I said, hey, maybe it's reasonable if I'll pick up the tariffs on it if you supply the material. So we'll see if they go for that. Otherwise, I'll just put other. You know what? Otherwise, I'm canceling my subscription to Canadian Trail Fishing
There
Magazine.
you go. Yeah.
I think that's my counter move, right?
Yep.
That'll show them. So, um,
That's a statement, Art.
it is. It is. So enough of this. Let's get into it. So, Ryan, maybe you could kind of tell folks who may not know you, like where did tell us where did you grow up and things like that.
Yeah, sure. I grew up in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there up until college. I moved out to Rhode Island. I
Mm-hmm.
was there for college, and then I actually moved to New York for a few years for work. And now
Uh-huh.
I found myself back in Rhode Island working.
Okay. All right.
Um, yeah, but I grew up right in the like central Connecticut, so I ran in high school. So a lot of the trails in like Middletown, Middlefield,
Mm-hmm.
I ran those a lot. so they're
Oh, no
pretty
kidding.
familiar. So I find myself back there every once in a while.
Very good. Very good. Now, when how old were you when you first started running?
Oh geez, I was freshman in high school,
Okay. All right.
and
And
yeah,
before that, did you play sports or?
like sort of dabbled in everything, like baseball, basketball.
Hmm.
It's funny. I started cross country in high school thinking that's like my pre-training to do basketball, and then I never tried out for basketball, and I just kept running.
Yeah, right.
That
Why not?
happens. That'll definitely
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
Gotcha.
There are a few other friends as well where like, oh yeah, we'll start running, and then we'll do basketball, and then it never happened, and we all did it for 4 years, and then
Jeez.
some.
A lot of people like, because there's a lot of, I mean, and I'm sure that a lot of people who have done this, like are like the soccer kids. They're like ever
Yeah.
since they're like toddlers, they're in like travel leagues and like international league 6-year-old championships or whatever they do, whatever that shit is. And then all of a sudden at some point, you know, some of these schools just get so competitive that you know, they blow out their knees or something like that, an injury like that. And then all of a sudden they're like, you know what, I can't cut back and forth, but I can run forward. Um, so a lot of people did that. Now, did you spend a lot of time outdoors as a kid, or what did that look like?
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
always outdoors. If it was raining, maybe we were allowed inside, but otherwise we were playing outside until the sun went down.
Gotcha, gotcha. Now, is Chris your brother?
Oh yeah, yeah. Chris is my
Okay.
brother.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Very good. Yeah, I saw there was a race. I forget what race it was, but I saw that you both had results in the same. I don't know if it was Anchored Down or some other. Um, I don't know if he ever did that with
yeah.
you.
He did anchor down last year,
Hmm.
and then I'm trying to think. I think we did either a fall or a spring fling together.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I
Uh,
think that's where I saw it. Probably a spring
yeah.
fling. So.
He's dove into running the past couple of years.
Mm.
It started off with I want to do a 5K, and we did a 5K, and he was like,
Hmm.
maybe I'll do a 10K, and then he should have just like worked his way up.
Oh,
He did
that's
he did the 12 hour at Anchor Down last year,
oh, very
so
good.
I think he has the bug because he's keeping it going.
Very good. Now, was he athletic as a kid or?
We sort of did the same sports. We were
Hmm.
both put into basketball and baseball, and then we both ran in high school. Um,
Okay.
I have to admit though, in college we were a bit dormant. We didn't move too much.
Okay. All right. All right. And do you have another brother um or no?
No, no, no blood
Okay.
relation
Oh, okay.
that I'm aware of.
I thought there was somebody else that had the same I thought at the cut there was somebody else with the same last name somehow.
Oh,
But maybe I'm
maybe
just
like,
maybe I think I might be mistaken on that one.
hmm.
So, huh. Um all right. So how you have one brother then, is that right?
Yeah, I have
Or
one brother, and I have
okay.
three older sisters.
Oh,
So
no kidding.
there's a
Okay.
lot of us.
Yeah. Now, were they athletic or no? Or are they?
No, not too much. They
Mhm.
growing up, they were doing a lot of art and things like that.
Yeah.
Um, recently though, my sisters have gotten into fitness where we challenge ourselves on our Apple Watches.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we'll
Good
send like
deal.
fire emojis and thumbs up or thumbs down, like, ooh.
Yeah, yeah. And how about your parents? Were they athletic or?
Not too much actually. I
Mhm.
think they were surprised that we liked sports so much.
Huh. Okay. All right.
I might be making that up too, but
Okay. That's never happened on this show. Right. Um, excellent. So uh let's go back to so when you started running, like when did you so you ran in high school, right?
Mhm.
And you were running cross country. Did you run track as well?
Yeah, yeah. I started
Hmm.
cross country, went into indoor and then
Uh-huh.
into outdoor, and I
Yeah.
just repeated that process over and over.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So what events did you run in track?
Let's see. Oof, I did a little bit of everything. I did the 800,
Mm.
the 16, I did the 32 and can't I hate it. I hated it.
Mm, gosh, yeah.
I know my coach at the time made me do it a few times, but oof.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, at
but
that
yeah,
age though, that those distances seem like forever, right? Like 30, I mean, isn't that,
yeah,
is that right or no,
yeah. I think on an outdoor track it's a bit more digestible, but on an indoor track it's just oof.
Oh,
It seems like it
yeah.
goes on forever and ever.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
You're like, oh my gosh, they're still running?
Yeah. I mean,
And people
800.
people lap each other in the 32 too, quite a
Yeah.
bit, right? Yeah,
Oh
Ooh,
yeah, for
indoors.
sure.
that's bad, right? Yeah. That's the thing about track is that you're so exposed, right? I mean, it's just like you're not like going out into the woods and oh, look at that. He must have passed, somebody must have passed him. No, they get to watch everything, you know.
No
So
hiding.
yeah. No, that's I I always like watching the 800. That's always my favorite event to watch. So
I love the 800.
mm,
It's like just go hard and then go harder and then it'll end.
yeah, yeah. And you know that everybody's dying, right? Everybody's
Oh
hurting.
yeah.
So
Everyone's miserable.
yeah. Um, so then, okay, so you did that. You ran in high school. You didn't run in college, and then all of a sudden, were you running for your own enjoyment in college or anything, or not at all?
Yeah, like every once in a while, my roommates and my friends, they were
Mm-hmm.
a bit more active than me,
Mm-hmm.
but I would go out on runs every once in a while. But yeah, I didn't really move too much.
Gotcha, gotcha. Now you went to school in Rhode Island, you said?
Yeah, I went to school in Rhode Island.
Okay.
I was at do y'all know Roger Williams
Oh,
University?
sure. Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
take
yeah.
that long bridge out there and
Hmm.
yeah, that's a great school. My son looked at that. So
Oh,
um,
awesome.
you know, so yeah, I thought that had a lot of good project managers school. I think they do a lot of that
Hmm.
kind of stuff and
Yeah, yeah.
some other stuff too. So
Hmm.
beautiful campus too, right on
Oh,
the
it's
out on the water. It's just like, have you seen that, Fred, or no? Roger
What school
Williams.
again?
Roger Williams.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Um, they have a law school there now, right?
they do.
They do,
Yeah,
right?
Allegedly.
it's allegedly.
So I don't I felt like it's a law school. I better say that. I don't want them to sue us, right?
So
So
pretty close to where Anchor Down is, right?
It's right up the road. It's
Yeah,
maybe
mm,
a
yeah.
10-minute drive.
yeah.
But yeah, great location. We always joke that the accepted students day was always on the most beautiful day of the year.
Hmm.
And then you move there and you realize it rains a whole ton and you're constantly like in a headwind. But that's how they get you. It's the weather for that one day.
Wow. And so what was it about Anchor Down and how did you end up at your first starting line there?
Um, so there, I think it started, after graduating college, I started running again, and then I started looking at these longer runs, and a friend of mine had brought it up, and we're like, oh, it's so cool. It's like next to our old school. It
Mm.
might be interesting to go, go for a run there for a very long time.
Hmm.
Um, and it was right around the time where I moved back to Rhode Island. So I found myself looking for the registration site, registering, and then just sort of focusing on training for it. Um,
Gotcha.
but it's one of my like favorite runs to
Yeah.
do.
Now that is that Bristol? Is that technically Bristol, Rhode Island?
Technically Bristol, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Um, I ran there. I just ran the course one time, not as part of the race, but it was Evil Becky Burke's birthday, and we went for a 50-mile run from I forget what it's called, India Point. Is that a
Oh yeah, in
thing? Right?
Providence.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we started there and we ran out to um, Bristol, out to the and maybe a little bit past. I don't know, into a neighborhood where we went through some gates and we're in neighborhoods that like they didn't approve of our type and and then went through that course and checked that out a little bit before coming back. So
Oh,
a
awesome. Did
good
you do the bike path
we
down
did,
to
yes.
Bristol? Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and that's where we experienced that the headwind you were talking about. So
Yeah.
it just stood us up right by the park, some big pavilion and park area there. So it
Mhm.
was pretty frightful. So um interesting. So tell us about, tell us more about Anchor Down and what that race, because you've had some really good results there. You have it's a 24-hour race, right? And you've had 400-mile finishes there, at least 100 miles.
Yeah.
I
I
think.
feel like I've gotten a little lucky in some of my results. I've had a
uh
good crew and good food, good times all around.
Yeah, I don't think we can call that, because you can't say I was unlucky, right? I was unlucky because I didn't eat or drink, or and
Mhm.
and nobody took care of me. So I think that when you when you do things right, you surround yourself with good people, and you
Mhm.
obviously, that race can be pretty difficult at times, right? I mean, it's not just a looped course. It's also, there's like a Rudy section that's like kind of running through tires, I thought, right? Like a obstacle course.
Yeah, it's almost right off the start finish. There's about a mile in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it definitely gets rooty, and
Mm-hmm.
at night it gets a little dicey. Um,
Yeah.
and then once you pop out of the woods, it's pretty well groomed. You're on asphalt and grass. Really awesome, right by the water as well.
Mm.
Um,
And by awesome, you mean exposed and uh and open to the wind, right?
right. I guess you
And the
could
heat.
like dip down in the heat. Yeah, the heat's pretty bad at times.
Yeah, yeah. That's the impression that I got. I know that some of the, like, either like every time I've talked to people about the race, it's like, yeah, it was like blistering hot, or it was pouring rain, like just buckets coming down on us,
Uh-huh.
So you kind of get a lot of interesting weather there.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, having 400-mile finishes there, um, that's great. How close did you have any of those? Were any of those close? Like where you're trying to get the 100 and you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to make it, or.
I think so. I'm just going off memory. I feel like
Mhm,
at least the maybe the first one or my third one, or I think I hit 100.
mhm.
Um, at least it felt close to me. Like in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do another loop. So
Yeah.
like in my mind, I have this goal. I'm like, oh shoot, can I actually make my body go that far one more
Mm,
time
mhm.
around?
Yeah. That
Um,
that I get. It's always like the thing with looped courses are, after a
mm,
while, like, how long do you recall how long the loop is there?
it's 2.45.
2.45. Yeah, see, that's like a fucked up multiplier,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because you're like, okay, 2.45 plus this is 4.9, and then okay, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I mean, it's just 3, 5, and it can just start to, after a while, if you've been up for 20 hours or something like that, running in the heat, getting rained on and tripping on your face on the routes, it becomes hard to. It's not like doing, at the fair where each lap is a mile,
Mhm.
and how many laps you have to go. So it can, I bet that could play with, your head a bit. So
Yeah, for sure. I
yeah.
feel like it's a good time occupier as well. It's
Yes.
like
Okay.
I don't want to think about my legs right now, so I'll think about this number times this number. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
think about
Yeah.
that for a little bit longer.
Yeah. Or you could ask Fred, right? That's the other option. So um okay, so uh boy,
So that's 41 laps to 100. Is that what 2.45 is?
I think so.
I hope it's not 42 and you just thought it
I
was
think it's
100, right?
41. I think it's a little less than
Yeah, it's
41.
41.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. And then also Jay Paganelli, right?
Mhm.
The race director there. Now, do you interact with him much during the race, or?
A little bit.
Hmm.
Especially, I mean, we're there for so long.
Hmm.
You definitely bump into each other. We talk about how we're doing, what we're doing, and all that. Um, so yeah, definitely bump in and like chat every once in a while.
Gotcha. Yeah, we had him on the show a while back.
Hmm.
I don't know if you heard that episode.
Oh
Um,
no, I have to listen.
yeah, he's just been yeah, he was just a great guest on the show, and then afterwards, he made an introduction with us and Hoka, which turned into a whole bunch of other you know great things for the community. So um, he's part of the magic out there in the community. Just making connections that somehow make things happen. So I know that sounds kind of vague, and um but yeah, it's he's a good dude. Um so do you think you'll run Anchor Down again?
Oh yeah, already signed
Okay.
up.
Oh,
I'm
you
ready.
are. Okay. Now, do you get an in after you're after you does that help you at all, like as far as you know getting getting a place there?
Mhm. Yeah, I think it's after one finish there, you get preferred entry. So you get to register a day before standard entry.
Okay.
Um, and it's always interesting to see the socials for Anchor Down. They're like, oh my gosh, we've sold this many in this many minutes. We're like, oh
Yes.
geez, like there's this many spots left for standard.
Yeah.
So it does give you a bit of an advantage to keep doing it.
Gotcha. Wow. Yeah. I just haven't been able to, I forget what it is, but something always, I think like it's probably just my lack of planning ability that that it opens up and closes before before I get around to figuring, getting my shit together. So,
It's funny you say that. This for this year in particular, I had a calendar task set for the time of day, but my phone was on silent. And
oh,
it took one of my friends texting me like, "Hey, did you sign up?" And it was like 7:03 p.m. and I was like, "Oh shoot, I hope I can like make it in."
yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
I made it in, but I got a little nervous there.
Gotcha. God. Um, so tell us about the cut, right? How did that, what was your experience? You ran it in 2023. What was your experience like with the cut?
Yeah, so the cut was an interesting experience.
Hmm.
So I think in the end I made it somewhere like 33 or 34 miles.
Hmm.
I think at the beginning I started off good. I was just running with the group, sort of
Hmm.
pacing myself, and then my day sort of took a turn. I think I was eating too much too soon, and I found
Mm.
myself getting sick in the woods quite often.
Okay.
Um, so other than my stomach not agreeing with me, it was a great day.
Mm.
Like the trail was great, people were great. I saw my first bear in person.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I'm not quite sure where exactly it was. We were along a gravel path
Hmm.
beside a reservoir,
Yeah.
and I was running with a couple other people, and we were talking. And then I started to get up and go run again, and I heard something scurry over to my left, and I look up, and I was like, "Oh, probably a squirrel." And then I look up, I was like, "Oh, bear."
Yes, yeah.
Uh, but luckily, I feel lucky that I was with others because they were able to make some noise and look big for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's probably the MDC, near the reservoirs there.
Okay.
So I think you come down and you run along Reservoir 6, probably just about 20 miles. Well, I guess that's 20 miles in. I guess I should know that, but by now, but I think it's somewhere around 20 miles in. So, um,
And there are a lot of bear in that area, right?
there are, I think that was 2023. I think that was the year that Shadow Bear actually crossed in front of my car as I was driving to the starting line. I
Okay.
was going there and I was like, God, I don't know. I got to give a speech in a little bit and I don't know what I'm going to say today. Like, what am I going to, what am I going to I was just thinking about like, what am I gonna say? And then all of a sudden, fucking Shadow Bear walks right in front of my car. And I stopped. He went by. I was so shocked I didn't even get my camera out. And my wife was behind me and she took a picture. So in a separate car. So do you think you'd do the cut again or
Oh yeah. Yeah, I want
okay.
to do it. I'm gonna do it again. Yeah.
Okay. Good, good.
I've signed up for this year,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm already mentally preparing myself.
Good deal.
Uh, but I'm looking for some redemption.
Good, good. Yeah, that's great. It's for a lot of people it takes a couple times to dial it in, and you know, um, that's great. That's the kind of race that I think if you don't give up, you can finish it. Don't give up and don't fall asleep and don't die. So, you know, it can kind of work out for you. So, um, let's see. So, what other things do you have? Do you have anything else planned that you're looking at, or, um,
Yeah, other than the cut coming up and then anchor down in August,
mhm,
I'm on the wait list for Notch View.
mhm.
I signed up for the 72 hour.
Oh,
Um,
okay, good.
I have a
Yeah,
couple friends who've done that in the past and finally persuaded me to sign up. Um,
yeah,
but have you all done the Notch View by
yeah,
chance?
yeah. I
Yeah,
did it last year.
cool.
I did last year and the year. I think it was the year before. So I think the last 2 years I've done it. So, um, got. I think last year I did the 48. I think whatever I did 100. I was looking to do 100 miles, and
Nice.
then the year before I signed up for the 100 miler. So,
Hmm.
um, so I like that race a lot. It's I don't know. Even though this year I won't be in shape to do it or anything like that. I don't even know if I'll be able to really run. I'm going to start running in March, so I don't know. And I got a long way to go. Like my VO2 max is like in the toilet right now. So, but who knows? We'll see. I might just go and hang out and volunteer. I probably need to give back to that race a little bit. I think that wouldn't hurt me. So hopefully get there and kind of hang out. So because it is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Um,
great loop too. Really pretty.
yeah, yeah. Fred, now have you considered Notch View?
I've considered it, and it's never fit into my schedule. I've always been like on the road somewhere that
Mm,
weekend because it's usually the weekend after 4th of July, right? Like
I
not
think
4th,
so, Fred.
yeah, not
You're
4th
you
of July weekend, but the following one. And this past year, I was not available, and it's not easy to get in. I see that,
yes,
Ryan was saying he's on the waiting list. It's hard to get into the 72.
Mm.
You gotta
yeah,
you gotta know, and you gotta jump right in.
yes, yep, yep. Fred's hiding behind his cat,
My cat
which is
has
just
taken up a position on my keyboard, and she's kind of persnickety. If you try to move her, it's not a good scene.
yeah. You
So
pay,
you pay. You
you
do. You got to
pay,
pay.
and you don't want that.
No, no.
Wow.
She's kind of the boss of me, Art.
Yeah, we have three cats right now, Fred. That's
So do we. We have three.
oh, three's a lot. I think
Yeah,
not,
yeah, it
but I couldn't tell you which one we'd want to get rid of
is.
because that wouldn't
I
happen.
I'm always after my wife to get one more. I'm like, four is a really good number. She disagrees, but
Oh, yeah, yeah, I don't know. It's a lot. The only thing I don't like about cats is that you can't it's like bad for sleep. Like if you're trying to sleep and you have cats,
yeah,
it's like I got to lock them in the basement
yeah, it is.
or
It's tough
something.
for sleeping. Also, I was saying to my wife the other day, I really like house plants, and we had some house plants, and the cats just like dig in them, knock them over, drag them
Mm,
around and stuff. So we don't have house plants anymore.
boy, yeah. If you do, I mean, you have to watch it because a lot of plants are poisonous for a lot of
Yeah,
cats
yeah,
too. So,
yeah.
Huh. Anyway, so any other questions about cats out there? Like, how about like stone cat? Have you ever thought about stone cat? No. Or a cat's tail?
Cat's tail. There you go.
Cat's tail.
Oh,
Or let's see, cat skills. um I don't know. Yeah, that's so Ryan, are you thinking that like you want to try more technical stuff or more uh like, you know, go out and grind it stuff, or what are you thinking?
I don't know. I think technical stuff is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I find myself drawn to like the loops a
Yeah,
lot. Um, so anything like that, I'm totally down for anything new.
gotcha. You did Breakneck Point, right?
Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was oh shoot, when was that? That was
2020.
2020, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough race. That was definitely technical.
Yeah,
Uh
I would say so.
uh it's funny because the oh yeah, the Breakneck Ridge, I believe that's in the first half of the marathon. You're like, wow, that's like the main event is right there in
Yes.
the beginning, and then you're like another half marathon.
Yes. Yeah. No, I you know, that has a lot of fast people there, right?
Yeah, for sure.
For that. Yeah.
Um, Interesting year too in 2020. They let us out in waves,
Mm-hmm.
just due to the times.
Yeah.
But definitely tons of fast people.
Mm.
I was not one of them. I was just enjoying the trail.
Gotcha. And then let's see. Um, and you did you do a backyard race as well? Like Back Cove?
Yeah, back home, that was last summer up in
Uh-huh.
Maine.
Yeah.
Um, and that was an interesting format. That was my first uh, sort of backyard
Mm-hmm.
ultra. Um, and I I thought it was interesting that everyone is starting and finishing somewhat around the same time. Like
Sure.
there's no like, at least in my mind, there was like no first person, no last person. We're all running
Yeah.
as a group. Uh, I also found it interesting that uh, at least in my head, I like to just start running and just
Mm-hmm.
keep going and stopping for food along the way. And this sort of like forced everyone to stop and wait to start again. Um,
Yeah. Huh.
but have y'all done
I
a backyard
I've
or
not. Fred, have
yeah?
you done any or no?
No, I did a virtual one in 2020, but
Oh,
I only did 9 hours and then stopped for dinner and that was it.
Okay.
hmm.
But Laz likes to say that the thing that he likes about it is that at the end of every loop, everyone's tied for first,
Yeah,
And
right.
last.
and last, but you're all tied for first. You're in it.
Yeah. Wow. I it's I don't know. I should try it, but for some, you know what really intimidates me about it, the whole thing, is that for me, that's just like my worst fucking nightmare. It is. It's like I have like this fear that like I would do my first lap and then I would start running without my shoes or something the second, you know, the second yard, or like not, you know, just I don't know. Maybe it would probably be really good for me to do.
Um, in Jared's book about the
Mm-hmm.
Big's Backyard World Championship, like 2.5 days in, a guy was like changed his clothes and went out on the next loop without his bib. And so that
Oh
was it. He
yes,
was done. He
yes,
had to come back and he was DQ'd.
yeah,
He's just,
yeah.
I
I
mean,
think, and he had the foot. He had the
he
foot,
had a foot putt
and
that,
he could have been okay. He
he
didn't
would have
have
been
to have
okay,
it.
but once he came back, he was out. So
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
but
Oh,
yeah, crazy.
yeah. So thanks for bringing that up, Fred. So Jared Beasley, who you know, wrote the book on Laz, um, is going to be speaking uh, in Connecticut with Connecticut Forest and Parks at one of their events. I don't have the details right now. I'll put it on in our show notes, though. I'll look that up. Or Fred, if you want to maybe Google that, if you wouldn't mind,
Sure.
to see when that is. But I saw that, you know, there's a lot of good stuff happening, like you know, that event, and then there's some good film festivals going on. I know Connecticut Trail Mixers are going to have a Trail Running 101 going on, I think, at the Canton Library. Um, you know, because there might be people who listen to. Is it possible, Fred? Do you think that somebody could be listening to Cultra that has been thinking about trail running, and they're like, just like, oh, fucking trail running podcast. That sounds fun. I've never done it before, but maybe, you know, maybe I want to learn a little bit more. I bet
Yes. Yeah.
statistically, there's probably
I'm sure there are. And then they listen to a couple of episodes and they're like, I haven't learned anything about trail running.
that's right.
I need to go to a trail running 101 at the Canton Library. That's
but
what
I know there's three cats, right?
Yeah, there's cats.
Fred had, let's see, what did we learn today? Oh, Fred has three cats. Art has three cats. Ryan, how many cats?
Currently zero.
Zero cats. How many dogs or no?
One dog. Yeah.
One dog. Okay. Ryan's got a dog. Okay. Um, and you know, that's all we got. Back to you. um, yeah, so that'll be good to find out about. You know, there's a lot of good films going on right now too. So let's see. And then I think it's important though to go to these to go to the films, you know, see the trail running you know, shows and things like that, and give them the support they need, because you know, it's good. I think it's good to support you know, trail running in all forms. So and or podcasts, like, so if you wanted to help support our podcast, you could do that as well. So one of the ways, Fred, do you know different ways to maybe help support the podcast?
Write a review.
Write a review. That. Yeah,
yes.
That would be good.
Yep.
That would be good.
And money helps too.
Yeah.
You can become a basic licker.
That's right. And if you lick us, we'd probably lick you right back.
You never know. Could happen.
Yeah. So that's you know, we have Patreons who are people who give a small monthly donation, and that's great. That helps us pay for all the stuff, like our upkeep, and keeps litter in the cat box, and, and all the other shit, right, Fred?
There you go.
I mean,
yep, that's the way to keep the shit out of the cat box.
That's right. And right. Like Fred's cat is literally shitting on his keyboard during this episode.
She does back up to the camera. That's
does. It is. You put a camera in front of that cat, and
she'll back into it.
She can't help it. She can't help it, right? So so the way you could do that is by becoming a Patreon. And I think right now we're gonna take a look and see who our Patreons are. Does that work for you guys?
Sure.
Sounds good.
So Ryan, can you see the screen okay?
Yes.
Okay. Would you be able to help us out by reading some of our Patreons' names here? And sure. If you mispronounce them, I think you just get extra points for that. So
okay.
So the pressure is on. So if you want to take it from the start there, number one, that would be great.
All right, we have hashtag Hundo Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a lot of money signs, exclamation points. Albert James Gallatin.
Yep, Albert Starr.
2NY Bonano.
Yeah, that's it. Yep,
right.
Exactly.
Very good. Marcus.
That's right. A Marcus. Yep. So, I just went up. I got to mention this. I just went up to Flume Gorge in the Whites, and was looking at Marcus's stomping grounds. He does a lot of ice climbing there. So, I just Mrs. AFB, or PFB as we call her, and I went up and did a little hike around Flume Gorge, which was pretty cool. So, there you go.
Amy Jennifer Hanlon.
Mm-hmm.
Amy Sorensen.
Yep.
Andy Tidd.
Yep.
Angela Rose. Anna G,
Hannah G.
Azam Palatov.
That's right. Azam Shazam. So he did the 6 hour around the reservoir a while back, you know. He
Uh,
showed up at one of those. I know you've done a couple of those uh
yeah.
Live Loud runs. So
Mhm. Ben Nellet,
yeah.
Ben 1N. Oh, Ben with two N's, Benjamin Griffin.
Yes, double
That's
N.
two and Ben.
All
Yep.
right.
RD of Notchview.
That's you. Yeah.
Nice. Besic,
Besic, fresh off the King of Pain.
mhm. Bikini Chicken, Bill Gibbs,
Fresh off the King of Pain as well. Right?
That's right.
Bill Gilpatrick,
He's a patriotic Patreon.
hmm. Bill Odendale.
Yes. That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
Odendale. I like it.
Let's see. Brian Musiak,
Yeah.
Brian O,
All right.
Bryce Hennelly,
Mhm.
Celeste Fong.
A ding dong. I saw her. Did you guys see her in the at the Super Bowl?
Okay. I saw that picture that you took. And
Yes.
my mother-in-law was like, "Did you see that your friend Celeste was at the Super Bowl?" I'm like, "No, I didn't." And then I saw the thing. I was like, "Okay."
Oh, she saw the caption where I wrote that
Yes.
and
Yeah.
was wondering, oh, I wonder
Yeah.
whether she was
She's
watching the Super Bowl
no,
and
no,
said, "Hey, there's Celeste."
no. She wasn't. But she's a follower of the fan page on Facebook. So
Oh, okay.
so so she was
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
was
There was
Celeste at the Super Bowl? I saw
She
it.
was in
Yeah.
right when Green Day was playing.
Yeah.
There was somebody there with the hair, the purple and green hair. So
Yeah. So it could have been Celeste.
it could have been. I
She
think it
didn't say no. She just said that she has
I,
not been part of an international incident recently.
just what somebody who was involved with an international
Yes,
incident would say.
would say. Yep.
So, all right.
Sherry Bilby,
Sherry Bilby.
Chris Russell,
Yeah.
Christina Chin Hing,
Mm-hmm.
Clarice Reinhart, Crutch Lee, David Hyde, David Clapton,
David Clapton
Cap
is
Cap
fucking
Kaplan.
God.
I like Clapton. That worked for me.
David Clapton. He is God,
it.
right?
You know what?
A Star is Born.
Ryan, if you did nothing else, you just changed David's name to Clapton
That's right.
from now on, from this
Sorry,
day
David.
forward.
That's right.
Uh,
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
oh, Emily Meyer of Culture City.
Yep. She's the Meyer of the city. Yep.
Oh, Mayor. Oh, wow. Whew.
That's okay. No, it's good.
There's a lot of pressure on Ryan. It's not
I
She
know,
has
right?
Emily has a first name. Cultra. Sorry, I don't know. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Is it Enrique Tello?
Yeah, 50 Cent.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah, he's also the father of the chosen one. So
Mm-hmm.
Eric Wester,
Yeah.
Franklin Gandiaga,
Mm-hmm.
Fred Wills,
Fast Fred.
Fast
Jeffrey
Fred.
Miller, Grad Mattai,
Yes.
Hot Sweaty Balls,
Mm-hmm.
JJ Durand,
Yeah, you'll see
Jackie
him at
Smith.
Notchview if you get there.
Yep.
Awesome. Jamie Miller. Oh, Jackie Smith.
Yep.
Did I miss him?
Nope,
Uh,
I think you got her.
No, you
Cool.
got it. You're there. Did Jackie get her snowblower? Do you know? I haven't been on
I
Facebook
don't know.
recently.
I didn't. We don't know, people. Tune in
We
next
don't.
week where we'll talk
Let-
about
Somebody
Jackie's
let us
snowblower.
know.
Someone let us know, please.
Jessica Crandall,
Mm-hmm.
Jillian Elfson,
Yes.
Joseph Morrisroe,
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen's ex-girlfriend.
But you used to be mine. What?
Just Appalachia.
You like that?
I'm having trouble processing that.
I know it doesn't even make sense, but it does so much, right?
There you go. Just as much as anything else.
Josh Allen's ex-girlfriend. Yeah. Okay.
Justin Kowski,
Yep.
Kelsey Ing,
Mm-hmm.
Lancelot, Lauren Edelman,
Yep. Sophia.
Lee Ann Zarger, Lenny out Lenny Aus mom.
Yes.
Also Althea.
Is it Machai? Macho?
Yeah,
It is
Mark,
now.
like it.
Perfect. Mark W. Kelly.
Yes, one of the official finishers of the King of Pain road race
In shorts, right?
in
Is that what
shorts.
yeah.
Matt Nilsson.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Lopresti, 100.5 miles in 2025 ADU race.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I kind of added that there. So
All
just
right.
as a moment, because I was looking at the Anchor Down Ultra 100-mile club, which Ryan is listed prominently near the top of that list. And I saw Michael's result there too. So
Nice. Michelle Pom Pom O'Neill.
yep,
Monkey Stuffer.
that's right. Monkey Stuffer.
N- Name?
Oh, Name.
Name. Sorry.
Name. Good.
Nate Zilski.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Keogh, 120.05 miles ADU in 2025 race.
PKO tore it up, huh?
Fucking PKO got a TKO.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
Knock that shit out. That's like, I was reading that. That is super impressive. Like 120 miles isn't, that's not a joke on a nice, easy, loop course.
Yep.
But on that one, that's pretty good. That's not bad, right?
That is
I guess
too
we
bad.
would say
that's pretty gritty. I like it.
that's quite okay.
Powered by Pop Tarts. Rebecca Gonzalez Crisberg.
Mm-hmm.
Richard runs trails on YouTube, finishes Traveler 100. Rob the Bear Breckenridge.
Yep, you'll see him at Notchview.
Ross Bilek.
Yep. Bye. He's kind of like my Czechoslovakian cousin. There's the By Rams and then there's the By Lax.
The Bilax. Yeah.
That's right. It almost makes him sound like he's a laxative, though, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I took
Use
Bilac for the easy. Not moving? Try Bilac.
Get moving.
Get moving with Bilac.
Yeah.
I like this. This is sorry, I'm like choking here. I'm gonna mute. Keep going.
All right. Run the Whites at midnight. Sandy Bartel. Sarah Porras. Simon C. Edgett. Slurpee Runner.
Mm-hmm.
Steep Endurance. Stephen Estramira.
Mm-hmm.
The Blue Hills Contingent. TJM Pods Races Vinyls Change the World. Tom Starodaj.
That's been said before. Do you have another answer? Try again.
Oh shoot. Tom.
Yes, good.
Yeah, okay.
The Destroyer.
Okay. Staroda.
Yes, I
All
like
right.
that. We left the
Staroda.
J off for savings, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Leave off the second J for savings.
That's right.
Tony D. Damizio.
Yes, another finisher of the King of Pain,
Nice.
the roast one. Dude's been kicking it in. So, power to him. He is upped his mileage, up yours too. So, right.
Ultra Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Ultra Walker, he's been hibernating this winter. Or
Yeah, what's up with that?
I just talked to him recently. He said I picked a good winter to hibernate. That's what
Is he really been hibernating?
well, I don't think he's been out there doing what he usually does, and we're planning as soon as the snow like ebbs a little bit to do some longer walks.
Okay. All right.
William, keep running, bro, on YouTube, Jara.
Yeah, that is great. Ryan, excellent job. That was
Thanks, Ryan.
you made some memorable moments there. Our Patreons really appreciate that, and Fred and I do as well. So
We've read that
well
so many
done.
times, Ryan. It's really nice to have someone help us out with it.
That's
After
right.
the first 100 times, it gets tough to
And
the original.
let alone 348 times. But we don't, that's what we're willing to do. That's what we're here for.
We'll do it if we have to. Damn it. I'd like to update the group with this. February 19th at 6 p.m. at the Connecticut Forest Park Association in Middlefield. Jared Beasley will be speaking about his book and about Laz, the race
Or
for
you
the wind.
or you could just listen to our episode, which is much
You could.
which is much better than having him in person and live. Right?
Yeah, that's great. Oh, don't go see
Right.
Jared. You can just listen to us.
That's right.
Talk to Jared.
He's going there and it's free. Or you could listen at home and save the gas money
Oh,
and
man.
throw it into the pot, right? Oh my gosh. That it could work. I think we can make that work. So excellent, excellent. Let's see. So let's see. Ryan, any closing arguments?
I don't think so. I appreciate
No?
you bringing me on.
Yeah, glad to have you here. Fred, did you want to you have any closing arguments or cross examinations or comments or
Well, it's funny that you say that.
criticisms?
I take a lot of depositions on Zoom.
Fashion tips.
A lot of depositions on Zoom, and early on, Ryan was nodding, and I almost said to him, "You have to answer yes or no, sir, because the court reporter can't take down a nod or a shake of the head."
That's
because
right.
I say that every day, pretty much. But then he started saying it, so it was okay. I didn't have to admonish him. But yeah, I'm on Zoom a lot, right here, sitting in this chair.
Okay. Does your cat join your depositions or no?
No, I lock her out of the room for depositions.
Yeah. See,
but she would do just what you just saw her do.
That shit's only for like people on the podcast, right?
That's right. Only for special friends.
So you got two choices. You either listen to the podcast or you get sued, right?
That's it.
You want to be deposed? We can arrange that.
I don't make the rules. I just enforce the rules.
That's right. And sometimes choose not to enforce them.
Oh, yeah.
Let the cat walk in the room.
Yep. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. So I got a couple other episodes coming up. Got a couple gear people coming on that we can probably ridicule and not ridicule. I don't know. We're going to find out. I think we're going to try to design some gear with some people on this show coming up.
Okay.
But Ryan, thank you. It was good to talk to you. Looking forward to the cut this year and looking forward to, getting this episode out for our listeners. I'm sure, they'll get a kick out of it. So even though, you know what, we didn't talk too much about the, I guess the Frozen Heart too much, did we? Right?
Oh, not at all.
Oh, fuck.
No.
I kind of fucked that up.
That was you.
That's like, yeah. You know
we
what?
Asked him about his first steps and,
we did
running cross country when he was 13. But what about the Frozen Heart? Like just the other day.
He has a dog, right?
That's right. We know about the dog.
And he's a dyslexic reader. So besides that, we didn't learn shit. So I think I now that I remembered here, could you tell us how did your race
circle back finally?
We did talk about the temperature at the start of the race, and then that was like it, right? So
We did, yeah.
so
Uh,
7:30, and how long did you stay out? Did you stay out?
I was there for like 10 and a half hours.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Uh, but yeah, it was sort of unknown going in. I know Connecticut got hit with a ton of snow, and then that
Yeah.
morning we got another like few inches or so.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of an unknown of what we were stepping on because there's fresh snow and then there's sort of like wobbly snow underneath it.
Yeah.
Um, so it was interesting to see all of us like start running, and they're like, we can't run.
Mm.
So collectively, we're sort of marching through the woods.
Oh, okay.
Um, but after a while, we padded down the trail and we were able to run a bit more. But
Okay.
um, pretty cool. It was snowing for the first couple hours. That was pretty, especially through the pine section, the really
Yes.
tall trees.
It is
Really awesome.
spectacular.
Out of the wind there too. And then it cleared up, and yeah, we just kept chugging along.
Nice. Now, did you see Evil Becky Burke there?
I believe so. I think we were yo-yoing back and forth.
Okay. All right. Is that what your kids call it these days?
I think
Sorry.
so.
Uh-oh,
Oh
Becky.
my gosh.
I
Becky
hope
would be so happy to hear you
I
make a
know. I
joke like that.
know. I know that was purely for her enjoyment.
Yeah.
So um
Didn't George Daniels do that race one year? I
he
think I can
did.
get him on, and he had like put up some incredible
Yeah.
miles at one of those, but it was not a snow year, I think.
No, no,
It was cold, but
it
not
was
snowy.
cold, but not snowy. So did you wear spikes at all, Ryan, or no?
No, I just ran in my sneakers, and
Okay.
pretty soon they were soaked, and then soon after that they were frozen.
Oh boy.
Um, so I luckily brought some hiking boots. So I was running in hiking boots and walking in hiking boots for a bit.
Wow.
Uh, I called it quits once both of my shoes were soaked and frozen, and all my socks were frozen as well.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
that's prudent. I
Yeah,
approve of that. Yeah.
yeah.
Very
Um,
good. Huh.
all fun.
Very good. That yeah, that sounds it's such a beautiful course. I think I've even run that in the snow before a little bit. Not certainly not as much snow as we have this year, you know.
Mm.
Um but yeah, did that ice up the course towards the end or uh
Towards the end, yeah, the first like I don't know, eighth to quarter mile, the sort of straightaway as
yeah,
you go into
yep.
the woods,
Hmm.
that was nice and padded.
Hmm.
So it was actually pretty comfy to run on.
Yeah,
But otherwise, the rest was sort of slushy and a lot of loose snow.
gotcha.
Um,
Gotcha. I seem to recall the trail almost having a side cant to it in some sections, but maybe I'm wrong. Is that
there were a bit, yeah, you're almost like running in this little valley, if you will.
yes. Yeah, yeah. Oh boy. Well, good stuff. Um, and how many by the time you left, how many people were still out there? Do you know?
Yeah, I think there was more than 10. I think
Hmm.
there were 20 of us that started.
Okay. Yeah.
So there were quite a few people that stuck around and
Hmm.
endured
Wow.
a bit more.
Gotcha. And this was a fundraiser for Connecticut Forest and Parks, a super low key. You had non-electronic timing, I guess. Was it like a marker board? I think
There was a marker board on the inside of the building. So
oh, okay.
part of the loop is to run back, go inside, put your tally down, and keep going.
Okay. Was it on the lower level or the upper level?
The lower level, yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that would have been crazy if it wasn't. So that must yeah, that would have been tough to have spikes on to go back in and uh mark off your lap too.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I like or maybe just a long extension stick or something. I don't know. I don't know. Um cool. So that's great. I'm glad to hear that that the race went well, that it was a good who did you talk to other people there? Were you running with somebody most of the time or how did that go?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of names. I know the first loop I was with Christian.
Hmm.
So we were marching through, and then I bumped into Brian. Um,
Okay.
I feel like I can't remember his last name, but I feel like we were
It
yo-yoing
wasn't
back and
Brian
forth a
Rocker
bunch.
it wasn't Brian Roccapriori or No.
No, I don't think so. Look at I think it was he had an M. His last name began with an M, I think.
Oh, okay. Um, huh. Um, cool. Let's see. I'm just looking here. Brian McCuskey.
Oh, yeah. I think that's him.
Gotcha. Oh, and he looks like he did about the same distance that you did, right? Ish.
I think so, yeah. We were going back and forth
Okay.
towards the end there.
All right. And how I think we talked about this, but how long was it, a 2.2 mile loop or something?
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. Um, good. Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that went well, and it sounds sounds like it was a good time there. So, um, all right. So I will I'll let you go here, and want to say thank you so much for joining us today and kind of sharing that. Um, and Fred, any plans coming up with you?
Yeah, I'm going to Mexico in a week from Saturday
What?
for 5 days to get out of this.
Oh,
It's been the coldest. It's been
it
so
has.
cold.
Where in Mexico, Fred?
Uh, Playa del Carmen.
Huh. Okay. Wow. Where is, do you know where that is? Not to put you on the
Yes, I
spot.
do.
It's in
Yeah,
Mexico.
it's on the Yucatan.
Well, where is it in Mexico?
It's
It's in
it's
Playa del Carmen.
it's about halfway between Cancun and Tulum
Tulum. Okay. Yeah.
along the coast there.
Gotcha. That's
And
like a I'm married to, my wife has a master's in geography. So I don't need to know where anything is because she knows where
because she
everything
knows where it
is.
all is, right?
That's right. That's right. So excellent. Okay. Well, Ryan, thanks again. And thanks to all of our listeners out there. If you've made it this far, of course, seek professional help. And we will see you all in a mile.
Mile and a half.
Mile and a half. Yeah.
All right. All right.
That was fun. Thanks, Ryan.
Very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Are you in a basement there? Is that?
In my apartment.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
cool, that's
It's
cool
cool. I
space.
mean, I was like looking
Yeah.
at the beam that's behind you, right?
Yeah. Like, are you in, oh, you're in Rhode Island,
Yeah.
not in
And
Soho. You look like you're
Is
in
that like
Soho or
a
something.
conversion of
yeah.
a big mill or something? Yeah.
Yeah, so it was that they told us the store when we moved in, it was an old department store in like the
Oh,
early
okay.
1900s.
Huh.
And then it was a concert venue. And then this developer came in and made a bunch of it. This is just a studio. It's a big studio. But
Nice.
yeah, it kind of looks like a Soho apartment.
It
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it might be like 10 times the price there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
That's cool. Well, Rhode Island's, so is it, are you in, what town are you in?
Providence.
Oh, in Providence. Okay. Very
Yeah.
cool. I was so impressed by, I didn't know any, I had just been to Providence, I think like once or twice. My
Hmm.
son had a gig there, so I went to a like some dive bar or some dive, um it wasn't a bar, it's just like a headbanger place, like a stage, and you
Okay.
go up, and it was pretty cool. And then
Oh, awesome.
I went there for what's it called? Water fire or fire water
Yeah.
or
Water fire.
water fire. That was
Yeah.
fucking fire.
It's awesome.
It was so cool. Yeah. Went there, and it was raining, which got rid of the crowds, a lot of the crowds, and just made everything reflective. So it was like every place you looked, it was like being in a performance art, like a
Oh yeah.
work of art. It was just so cool. and all the canals and the music playing and just the gondolas and everything. It was just I would go back, but I'm afraid it would ruin like a perfect night. So
Oh,
but who knows? I might go give it a
yeah.
shot. So very good.
They used to have
Okay.
a 6-hour race just like in the just south of Providence, I think, in a park
Mm.
back in the
Oh,
day. The last time I ran it was 2010, but I don't know if it still persists. It was in the fall.
Hmm. I
6 hour on like a 2 mile loop in a park, I think, or something.
okay. Huh.
Huh.
I know they have there's good bike trails there. The bike trails just go on forever. Like you
yeah.
can I think it's called the Stone Dust Path. Does that make sense? Have you heard of
Stone.
it?
I'm not sure about the stone dust. I know the Greenway
Yeah.
and the East Bay bike path.
Yeah. If
Um,
you take the East Bay, okay, but going into there's one that goes into Connecticut, and I'm trying to remember the name
oh,
of the town there, but um
I think there's one that goes toward the Cape that's mostly finished all the way to the
yeah,
Cape.
hmm.
this one, sections of it are like there's like 3 miles of whoop-de-doos that are like 3 or 4 feet deep. These like you just like ramp up and down on these things and sand. And then but once you're through that, then you get onto I can't believe I'm not remembering the name of the trail, but it goes in, you can kind of connect it to the airline trail more or less if you run a little bit. You have to run kind of through some roads and stuff like that, but I did a run out there once to try to connect all that. So but
Hmm.
it's good running. It was a nice place to run there, no doubt. So um okay, let's see. Fred, you ready?
I'm ready. I'm looking at my phone because I'm watching Clabo run uphill on skis at 11 miles an hour.
Oh, is that the 6 minute? Oh, I saw somebody doing like a 6 minute mile. Is that
It was
what you
above
saw?
6 minute mile. I mean, he's faster,
What the
but
fuck?
yeah, he's the
Okay, let
Norwegian cross country god.
let's save that
Oh,
shit.
oh yeah.
Let's save that shit, Fred. Come on, you know the rules, right?
He's really kind of amazing.
Okay, shh. hush your butt. Okay. Let's see.
One with a cipher, the circle complete. New England whispers, trail dust beneath my feet. Shadow bear lurking, compliance in the heat. Culture keeps the story, the rhythm, the beat. The net's a vein, pumping blood through the ponds. Rock scrapes, root snakes, every step redefines. Culture's the engine, the myth intertwined. 112's a religion, numbers realigned. Synchronicity sings in the echoes of streams. Trail bends like fate stitched together in dreams. Shadow bear watching, compliance supreme. The cut ain't just a race, it's a scheme of extremes. 112 tattoos on the soul, not the skin. Trail ain't just a path, it's a state that you're in. The scientists nod, they can't even pretend. Inevitable truths where the stories begin. 112, we bleed for the mind. 112, stretch for the trials. Culture's the fire, the voice and the style. 112, forever, the code reconciled. Railheads of the heavens, where the peaks align. The net whispers secrets in a cadence divine. Roots tangle the ankles, but they strengthen the spine. Every